Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Expected to die here. That's why you lock this champion, but will Clear live? That's the big question.
Yeah, really the question is who dies first, right? So he has taken the slice and dice. He's trying to get away, but the first blood goes over to BNK.
Level 2.
And now Clear level 2, this dive not really working out. I mean...
A wave and a half. Gonna be feeling great about that, and Chiu also scared. And this does feel like the type of game where I think DK, particularly in the mid game, are going to be looking to play around specific picks. If they can get those, I think this composition still works. And the front to back is quite solid. I do think BNK are a little bit more gated by time, but I also think that their early skirmishing and team fighting is a very scary thing to face.
So trying to fight over the grubs here. We got a sleep already on the jungler here, Raptor. Huge knock-up as Vikla just face-checking into the brush. He has no idea that Chiu was there. Not sure how. I thought he ran through mid, but that's going to be huge. It's a double kill here now.
Viego!
And now... Oh, we almost saw the obnoxious...
I thought for me, Diablo, yeah, was the problem with him was just that when he came in, he was like 16. And Sandbox also, or back then, Sandbox I think when he started, and then BNK more recently, just weren't that good. And they haven't been ever since, what, like the Photon and Toland days, which is like 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
As we do have another fight. This is a big one for BNK. They need to win this, Valdez.
Yeah, they really need to. There's the Ash Arrow into a Xinjiao, so you're not really liking that. Kellen, he's trying to set up here.
Running!
They know who he is. Clear is zoned away. Xiu is in the thick of it there. But Clearance is being taken out for free, and now they got a 5v4. They're looking for more than 3-man engage Braum ult as the Nico. Oh, it's just so disjointed here for BNK, and now the resets come in. As it is a nearly clean ace. Vikla is going to walk away, but just barely.
But even across the board, as we take a look here, it's Clear, feels safe as the Renekton, but ends up, much like Vikla did before, just getting taken down, and it feels like the hesitation for BNK
Look at this
is
Nico
crazy
ult.
here. Yeah,
oh,
it's
no.
like the timing was very unfortunate. But like, I'm not gonna lie, that looks really, but the fight was already lost.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Vikla should have ulted on top of Clear, try to save that Renekton, because if he can't sustain, like the initial burst is a problem, but maybe that's something that would be very DK to, just as I declare the game to be kind of Dunzo, to just have Barrel die like 3 times and then the game is competitive again. But for BNK here, there's, I think, one way where they're able to take the next one. That's if they can take down Lucid immediately.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, as I was saying, that's kind of your angle.
Yeah. Well, it's not Kellen's job to do it alone.
Oh, he needs help. Yeah,
they could pull him in. Okay, here we go. Well, they're going to get the root here on the Braum. A lot of damages coming out from the Callista. Popping forward. That's another really nice ult from Beryl. The ult comes in from the Ash. Nice knock up here from Kellen. And now you got the Galio on top. Beryl will go down. And Lucid is just trying to escape, aiming forced to flash. And BNK, they just get there quicker and make more of it. As Vikla's going to... He walked forward, emoted, as the clone would. And then he just ulted the whole team. Because they're like, oh yeah, that's the clone. It was amazing. Really nice sleep here. Arrow blocked by, actually, the clone. So nicely done by Kellen, I guess, utilizing the clone. But really, the story here, I think, is just the Zoe getting out of hand a bit at this point in time, especially when not a lot is going on. The poke is really beginning to hurt.
Ooh, Harold was also taken. Showmaker, I assume, is feeling very confident that they'll get the sandals because he just went... It just went Swifties.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was running around. It did also flash.
Gotta go fast.
Ooh, could have been big if they hit Raptor there. Not going to be the case. Oh, Clear. They don't know.
Not knowers at this point. The flank is fantastic. Showmaker in a bit of trouble, but he is able to flash away. And now Clear is going to be the one that goes down. A double knockup comes in onto the front line as aiming is just dead. And maybe we'll have Lucid too as he gets a kill and dies simultaneously. Bit of a 3-on-3 at this point in time. The knockups from the Scion are so huge, but the Xin Zhao also going massive, and Showmaker goes too close to the sun and gets taken down. BNK, they're going to be the ones that take this fight in a huge way. Xiu, he's very tanky. They're looking for a bit more. 3-man knockup is pretty cool.
Just let him go, it's fine.
It's just a Scion, just take the dragon.
Huge win there for BNK. It kind of goes down. They do need to try to deny this charge from the Herald. We might have another fight on our hands here as Beryl is going to go in. Go get it, and the timing on the route there not perfect. Now the dragon fight. The action is here, Valdez. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it is here to stay. That sleep actually going to land there onto Kellen as Vikla. Oh, flash in front of the punch. You got to be kidding me. But Nico comes in. Kellen trying desperately to secure the fight, but it's not going to happen as Diablo gets too close to the team, and the whole front line had already gone down. Showmaker flashing all over the place. They want to take turrets. They want a bigger gold lead here. And they're going to get that mid turret and look for the Ocean Drake.
And they're just one objective away is BNK from getting that crucial feat, and they're not going to get it. At least not with this objective. Adakan is about to spawn in the top side of the map as well. And as we can see, all these fights basically come down to he needs to be taken out of the fight early on if you want to have success.
Now, I know I said nice things about Xiu earlier on, and then he went 0-4, 0-3, and then died again in this game, got dove. But his Scion is so good.
It is. It's
really, his Q usage is the one that really gets me. Like, every time, the angle is perfect. Like, he always has the right slam. And that time, it was actually the aiming ult that hit Diablo. He cleansed it, and then he got knocked up by Xiu Scion, who's just in the thick of like 7 people, and just had the perfect angle to knock up the Kalista instead.
That was not the slap target, and it still did a ton of damage. The arrow, gonna miss.
Wow.
Also, that was, I'm pretty sure they were just beating up on the clone.
Yeah.
As Beryl, as we all have established, does not care.
Beryl
maybe should.
Yeah, well, he is able to jump away.
Never mind.
Baiting the TPs, I guess. The Scion comes on in, the Renekton as well, but Clear not nearly as tanky. You see, oh no, not again, the anti-synergy as Kellen was going for the ult and Diablo pulls him back. That's the second time. That's just not forgivable. And at this point, Vicla's dead as well, and that should be the Otacon going over to DK, as there's not really much hope for BNK to get close to this one.
That's a bit of a whimper to end on, because that's going to be Otacon. That should solidify the win here for DK. But BNK, that fight, that alone is enough. But as you're saying, the fact that it happens twice, like you need to have that combo on lockdown if you're going to be playing this combo.
I'm also a little bit confused about the positioning of Diablo. You know, they saw the Scion TPing in. The rest of the team is pushed away, right? So you only have the Scion in front of you. Why is the Kalista in range to get ulted by Scion? You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
Just little micro things like that. Like Diablo, don't get me wrong, mechanically, he's a fantastic player, but still kind of learning.
You can see
some of the little things. He's still got a little challenger in him that we got to hammer out, you know? Unfortunately, as Kellen, well, he's just getting poked out. I mean, they have the voracious Otacon, so they're just running it down in a good way. As here comes the Scion, they're going to take out Vikla, and that'll be a second kill on the board here for DK, and they will be looking for their second kill in terms of match score. Looking for the 2-1 here, as I'm not sure that Clear, Raptor, or Diablo can do much of anything in this one. You have the bubble coming in. You've got Clear. The Zoe is well and truly online. Xiu just tanks the turret. He's like, yeah, I heard they got buffed. And Kellen, he says, this time, don't ult me away. And, well, he didn't, but the ult still doesn't matter.
Stop
Oh,
the bomb!
The Braum ult is so good every single time. As this time, Siu doesn't quite get the knockup, but it doesn't seem to matter. They still have the buff, as you mentioned. And Siu just stares them down the entire time. No wave, no matter. They'll just wait for the next one.
17 seconds left on the buff. If you could stall long enough, maybe you can kill them for real, but I think your base is falling, Valdez.
Yeah, the base is falling. They are going to get the Scion. Yeah, they are. As Showmaker desperate to die, and he will, right before the buff does run out. Here's Vikla. Very interesting angle. Seems like they are going to know he's here. And if he's alone, he just dies. But we do have Diablo running through the jungle, desperate to try to help out. We've got a ult away, but now it's just Diablo. So, guys, yeah. Very interesting. Anyway, BNK gonna lose 2 of their members, desperate to try to get something back. The game is in a really rough spot. They're trying to do something, and it's not working out. Let's just say that.
BNK, like him or don't like him, they will never give up before the Nexus has fallen. They will keep fighting. Fortunately, the item breakpoints at this point just not really going to be in a position where they can do anything.
Wow.
It's the return of Zoe. Heralded with a win, Valdez. We'll take those.
We will take those. Showmaker Zoe, one of many fantastic Zoes. And I hope we get to see a bit more here at the LCK Cup. This Nexus is going down. Diablo's like, well, I'm gonna get some kills at least. He gets the one, takes his 5th death, and BNK will take their 2nd loss after DK pads the stats just a little bit. 26-minute win goes the way.